today I'm going to be doing a video on how to cover up thinning hair. This is probably quite a specific video, a niche video. Well, I know it will be because not everyone has thinning hair, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey, what I use and how I cover things up. Just thought it might be useful if anyone is going through the same. So I have had thinning hair since my early 20s. I'm now in my late 30s, so I've been dealing with it for quite a long time. It is hereditary, and my mum, my sister, you know, everyone in our sort of going down the generations has had thinning hair, particularly on the crown. I think that is quite common. I will just preface this with saying I have got to a place where I'm more or less comfortable with the fact I've got a thinning crown. And I know not everyone will be, but I have got to a place where I can go on a day-to-day basis, even, you know, going out, running errands, being with my husband, being out and about, visiting family. I don't feel the need to cover up my thinning crown, whereas I previously have gone through stages where I felt to always need to cover it up. I hope it goes without saying that there is absolutely no need to cover it up. But if you do want to cover it up, and for me that would be like when I'm going to maybe an event, maybe I'm going to something, you know, work related, or just something where I want to feel a little bit more confident and I think other people may notice, or that's probably more in my head, then I will want to cover it up. So without further ado, I've got my coffee, let's get into the video and show you my hair. Okay, so this is the natural length of my hair, but I have tape extensions just to bulk out the hair. So I only have 10 tape extensions, but they're dual-sided. So you get like one extension if you've never seen them before, and basically it is a extension like this, but it's like a clip-in extension, but it's got glue-in tapes. I've never ever had a problem with tape extensions damaging my hair. In fact, while I've had them in, my hair grows. I'm not encouraging anyone to get extensions, but these tape extensions I have never felt damaging to my hair. They haven't pulled on my scalp, but then I don't have very many in, and always go to a trained hair extension professional. But these little tapes, they just lie flat against the head, so you can still put your hair up if you want to. But they just bulk out like this part of my hair, which if I didn't have them in would look quite thin. So let's move on to the crown, which is the big bugbear. I love a middle parting on other people, and I'd love to be able to have one myself, but I will show you what that means for me. That is my parting. This feels very exposed, but that is just the truth of it. And it's just very coming away. You can see the coming away there. And then I've got, if we move the hair, very sparse hair on my crown, which can be quite shocking because if you're looking at someone's front on, so if you're looking at me front on, for example, you wouldn't necessarily notice. As soon as I put my head down, you can notice. So what I will do is show you firstly what I use to cover up those bits, and then we'll just style the hair and just make it look nice. Predominantly, I use three things. Topic or hair fibres. I'll link these, and I'll link some dupes on Amazon because they are more affordable and they're just as good. So just some kind of hair fibre, hairspray, and some kind of sectioning comb or dressing comb. And sometimes I'll also go in with some kind of root paint. This is called a root smudge, and this one is by Josh Wood. I'll link all those products for you. Okay, so let's go in. What we want to do is we just want to add fibres to where the bits are thinning. So we're going to get our hair fibres. This is just a teeny little pop, so don't use it, as I say, very often. And then tap it above the head. Okay, let's go in. So can you see that's filled that out already? So some have landed on my hand, which you can see there, that's natural. Just keep your hand over your head just to cover up your face, so you don't want the fibres coming down your face. I'm going to lift my head up slightly and still tap the product in. Filled it in more. So just keep going in that vein until you're happy with how much the hair has been covered. So I'll carry on and do that now. Let's go in here. And as I say, once you are satisfied, move your hair back into position. We'll deal with these bits at the front later on. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that because I know that going in and doing the majority of it when I style my hair, that's going to be covered anyway. Now we've had our hair fibres, we want to add some hairspray. I find this a particularly good one, the L'Oreal Elnet, but any hairspray. I think this is on its last legs, but I've got another one in the cupboard. So we're just going to spray our hair anyway, just through it. Don't need to be precise, it's just so that we get the hair fibres just to stick to the head. They will stick anyway, but we just want them to just stay put. So we're just going to add some hairspray for that. Once you're happy with that, I would get your sectioning comb and just find the where you want to part your hair. If you've added sufficient hair fibres, you should be able to part it anywhere, but I tend to go my natural parting at my thickest point just to make my hair look the best that it can. Usually just here. So what I'm going to do now is just run a little bit more hairspray just over that part. And now we're going to style our hair, and then we'll just fill in any of these parts here. So this is the brush I recommend for anyone who struggles with thin, fragile hair. It's the Manta hairbrush. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on other places as well. It's just so gentle and caring, and it doesn't tug or pull on the hair in any way, which is what you need. If you've got thinning hair, you want to hang on to what you've got as best as possible. So I always start at the bottom of my hair and work upwards, because that just means that I'm not dragging down. Sometimes I forget, but most of the time this is what I do. So yesterday I straightened my hair just for context. I washed it, straightened it, and then plaited it overnight, because what I find that does is give me a nice little wave. I've got another hair tutorial video on my channel, and I can film loads more. I've got loads of different styles if you'd like to see any more in terms of like styling the actual bulk of my hair. If you'd also like to see any hairstyles where I don't use fibres or cover up, but just wear my hair in a style that helps to cover up the thinning hair, let me know that as well, because I appreciate not everyone wants to put everything in their hair, or we can have a look at a combination of the two. So gently going to just brush our hair out, having plaited it the night before. Just going to give it a nice, sleek, smooth finish. And then what we're going to do is, where we've got extra parts that are just slightly thinning and showing us a little bit more sparse, we're going to go in with some root smudge, which is designed to cover up grey hairs, so it's like a 2-in-1. And you've just got like almost like a paint situation here, and then the brush. And you're just going to get your brush and just smudge it into the product, and then tap off any excess. The thing with this, don't have too much excess, otherwise you're going to end up with it down your face. And then go in on the bits that you want to cover, pull your hair taut, so whichever side you're doing first, and then just run the product along. Obviously which colour you choose will depend on your hair colouring. The best way with this is to just add a little at a time. We don't want to go in with a big block of product, but it's going to look very unnatural. As I say, if you've got grey hairs, this will help cover those up as well, which is great. Okay, this is also a nice product if you wear your hair up, but you get these, so you get this kind of like receding part to your hair you may be conscious of when you wear your hair in a bun or a ponytail. So this product, again, just getting that in there and tapping off the excess. Smudge that in there, and what you're doing is just making sure that there's not so much skin on show. And it's just going to mean that you look like you've got more hair than you have, and you haven't got those sparser, really thinning parts, as you can just see there. So easy. This stuff you don't need to set with hairspray, but you can if you want to. So that's that. We're now going to comb out our hair again, and then we're going to finish it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously I said it's quite a niche thing, and if you'd like to see more or in more detail, then do let me know. But I thought I'd just film this to start with, and see if it was something people may be interested in, because I know that I've kind of figured this out for myself and I really would have liked to see a video like this. And there are definitely videos out there, but we're going to add a little bit of gloss and shine to our lengths. It's the Way hair oil. My Moroccan oil ran out. I was about to replace it, but then I had a teeny little tester of this, and oh my gosh, is it gorgeous. The smell of it, I wore it overnight as a mask, and it just made my hair so soft and shiny like the Moroccan oil overnight, but it had that beautiful smell as well. So I thought I'd try this. It's multitasking, so you can use it as a hair mask, you can use it for gloss, smoothing. It's also a heat protectant, so it's multitasking. So I'm just going to add a teeny amount. Ooh. Probably just like one pump. Let's start with that. Let's massage that between our palms. We don't want to add a lot of oil to our hair, because even if you don't have oily hair, that is just going to make everything stick down. We want to try and keep things sort of bouncy and looking more full. I would always start underneath the hair with an oil. Don't go straight in on the top, because again, it's just going to add more weight to the hair. So yeah, just go in. The other thing with this oil is it's beautifully light. The Moroccan oil that I normally use is quite heavy, but I love how hydrating it is. But Moroccan oil do also do a light one, but this particular oil from Way, I think that's how you pronounce it, is very, very light, but still gives that beautiful shine. Obviously my hair isn't as full and bouncy today because I've done a different hairstyle. So that's the hair oil, and that is us done. You're ready to go. So I really, really hope that you found that useful. If you did, do give the video a thumbs up. It just lets me know if you liked the content. And if you have made it this far, let me know. Do you have thinning hair? You don't have to admit if you do, but is this video something that you found interesting to watch? Is there anything that you're going to be trying? Have you got thinning hair and you just like happy just to go with it? Or are you someone that prefers to cover up? And also, if you have made it this far and you don't want to comment on thinning hair, let me know your favourite hair product. I love to know what people's favourite things are, because that's how I get to try new things. So do let me know. But I really, as I say, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching if this video was for you, and I'll see you again in my next one.